times and got 72. Now, as a multiplication problem, how would you write that, Alyssa Scripture? 8 times 9 equals 72. Equals 72. Looks like everybody's got it. Yes, Miss Amber. Good. Okay, that was great, guys. I'm proud of you. All right, so go ahead and put that away. And while you're putting that away, get out your math book, please. Get out your math book. Your big math book. Your big math book. This should be going in your take-home folder. And you're going to get out your big math book. Okay. Can someone remind me the difference between multiplication and addition one last time? Yes, Zachary. What's the difference?
Multiplication, you have like skip counting.
Right.
Like, wait, I don't know.
You were right. Multiplication is like skip counting.
Like, addition is like just counting.
Okay.
You don't know.
No, you got the right idea. You're right. But I'll help you see what you're trying to say. Okay. Could I multiply these two?
Yes.
Could I multiply these two?
No.
I could add them. I've got two groups. I've got how many in one group?
3.
I don't have everybody's eyes. I have some people who are not paying attention to me. How many are in this group?
2.
And I've got two groups. So could I add these? I could add this up. Could I multiply them? No. Because I have two groups. I've got 2 in here, 3 in here. Could I multiply this?
Yes.
2 groups of 3. Yes, with addition you can add all kinds of different numbers at the same time. With multiplication is similar to skip counting. You're adding the same number over and over and over a certain amount or a certain number of times. So we're going to go over that a little bit more, and you'll figure it out. You'll figure it out as we're continuing in this chapter. Let's look at the page 117 that you're on right now. Page 117 that you're on right now. It says, the essential question, we're multiplying by what? What are we going to learn to multiply? Multiplying by 2. Now some of you are probably already thinking, I already know how to multiply by 2. But guess what? There's something that you might learn. So pay attention, because you need to know how we're getting to these answers. How is multiplying by 2 related to addition? Unlock the problem. Everybody follow along. 4 students, let's see your fingers following along. 4 students are putting on a what? Play. Each of the 4 students has 2 costumes. How many costumes do they have in all? Okay. How many costumes do they have in all? What does the word, let's look at the blue data box there. What does the word each tell you? What does the word each tell you? So this is our group right here at the play. Zachary, Emily, Brianna, and Ahmed, they're going to be in a play. They're 4 people, right? And they each have 2 costumes. What does each mean? Each. Who can tell me what each means? I have some people not looking at me. Abby, thank you for raising your hand.
Each one of them gets 2.
So each one. So Ahmed gets how many?
2.
Brianna gets how many? Emily has 2. How many? I have some people not paying attention, guys.
2.
Zachary?
2.
2. Each person gets 2. So what are you going to write in that line? What does the word each tell you? We just went over it. Should fill in this blank like this one should be real easy. How can you find the number of costumes the 4 students have? Is there more than one way to figure out how many costumes each student has? How are we going to figure out how many costumes each student has? Brianna.
By drawing 4 circles with two costumes.
Drawing 4 circles. This is a great way. Drawing 4 circles and drawing 2 dots inside each one. Is this a great visual representation?
Yes.
Yes, it is. Sitting up properly in our desks, like 3rd graders. All right. So we could do that, and then what would we do after we drew it, Brianna? What would we do after we drew it?
We gotta count all of them.
Count all the dots. That's one way. So if we're adding these, so would that be one way? Adding? Would adding be one way that we could do it?
Yeah.
Yes, Zachary. What's another way we could do it? Multiply. What would we be multiplying? What would we be multiplying? Ahmed? 4 times what?
2.
Times 2. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Everybody look up here. Is that correct? This is 4. Why did we put 4 here? Why would we put 4? Alyssa Julius, why did we put 4? Because there's 4 groups. How many? 4 groups? Look at the problem. Are there 4 groups of people? Or there's 4 students. And why did we put a 2 there? Alyssa Scripture?
Because each student has 2 costumes.
Each student has 2 costumes. Remember, guys, sometimes it's not always going to be a group of people. Sometimes it may just be one person who has 2 things, okay? So 4 times 2 equals what? What does that equal?
8.
Ryan?
4 times 2
Equals 8. That's correct. All right. So we're going to move on. It says find 4 times 2. We already did this. So we drew our counters inside of our circles. You can go ahead and fill that in. The other one has it written right there. We think. We modeled it. We already drew a picture, didn't we? We modeled it. We think 4 groups of 2. We added. What did we add? 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. That's right. If we're counting by 2s, what are we gonna say? 2. Count by 2s with me. 2, 4, 6, 8. Ooh, do we keep going?
No.
How many times do we count by 2?
4.
4. We stop after 4. Abby. Huh? We're just follow along with me and we'll figure it out. Okay. So in that think part, you're counting by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8. All right, the next one, we have 4 times 2 equals. Now, this is a new one. You need to know these words, so everybody paying attention. 4 and 2 are a certain word, and 8 is a certain word. Now, I know your book already tells you, but what is 4? Who can tell me by looking at their book? What is 4? It's a what? It's a factor. It's a factor. What is 2? What is 2, Brianna? It's a factor. That's right. Factor. Factors are the numbers that are being multiplied. Factors are the numbers that are being multiplied. Okay? Say that with me. Factors are the numbers that are being multiplied. Factors are the numbers being multiplied. Okay, now. 8. What is 8? Ahmed. It's the product. Product. Does anybody have an emergency? Just want to make sure. Okay, Uriah, will you read me the definition of a product?
The product is an answer to a multiplication problem.
A product is the answer to a multiplication problem. So, is the answer to every multiplication problem going to be the product?
Yes.
Yes. Every time you do a multiplication problem, Your answer is the product. So what I'm going to start saying is, what is the product? What am I saying? When I say product, what are you thinking? Answer. When I say product, what are you going to be thinking?
Answer.
When I say product, what are you going to be thinking?
Answer.
Okay. The product is the answer. So, the 4 students have blank costumes in all. How many costumes are there in all?
8.
8. That's right. Let's go ahead to the next page. Go ahead to the next page, guys. Y'all are doing a great job. Y'all did so good while Miss Gallo was in here. I was so impressed. Thank you so much. Y'all didn't even know she was here. She was just slipping in here. Oh! You knew? Alyssa Julia. Yes, you can rip this out. You may rip this out. Okay. Go ahead and look at the top page. Top of the page. It says, use, I hear voices talking while I'm talking. But Alex isn't doing that because he is following directions. He's just ripping it out quietly. Way to go. Way to go. And Lucy's got it too. Wonderful. Yes, Miss Dominica. Not yet. Just one page. Okay. So 2 times 3 is the same as what? No. 2 times, following along with me. Multiplying with 2 is the same as adding doubles. Let's all read that together. Multiplying with 2 is the same as adding doubles. Same as adding doubles. So, 2 times 3 is the same as 3 plus 3 equals 6. The same thing as, or 2 times 4 is the same as what? Same as what? I see some people not paying attention. They got their heads down. Mr. Jared's paying attention. 2 times 4 is the same as what?
4 plus 4 equals 8.
4 plus 4 equals 8. Alright, so I want you to go down the line and finish the rest. Not drawing on your kitty cat. I already see some of you drawing on your kitty cat. Your kitty cat doesn't want a makeover. I want you to finish your filling those blanks. Trey, go ahead, buddy. I know you got it. Multiplying by 2. Let's see, Markiah counting. She's got it. Multiplying by 2 is the same as adding doubles. It's the same as adding doubles. So 2 times 5 is the same as 5 plus 5
equals.
Thank you for not shouting out. Raising your hand, Abby.
I get it now.
2 times 5 equals 5 plus, raise your hand if you know. Hope.
5 plus 5.
5 plus 5, which equals 10. That's right. 2 times blank equals 6.
3.
Or is the same as, I know that's kind of tricky, but it's that equal sign in the middle, just think of that as same as. That equal sign is meaning same as for right now. 2 times blank is the same as 6 plus what? Alyssa scripture.
6.
6. So 2 times 6 is the same as 6 plus 6, which equals what? Alyssa.
12 equals
12, that's right. 2 times what, Ahmed?
7.
7 is the same as 7 plus 7, which equals what?
14.
Do this one, babe. You went over it right now.
I'm so tired.
We just went over all of them. Way to go, Uriah's got them all filled in correctly. Yes, Miss Dominica.
Yes, go by 2's what? Go by 2's right here.
Uh-huh. If you're counting by 2's, then you're going to get your answer eventually. Okay. How could you use doubles to find 2 times 14? That's kind of a challenging one. How could we do it, Zachary? How could everybody pay attention?
Sometimes 3.
Huh?
Sometimes
Oh, that's a good idea. Did y'all hear what Zachary just said? He would multiply 7 times 2, and then what would you do? How would you find 2 times 14? What's the answer?